pop my ponytail out real quick. I'm gonna have to brush my hair, so don't mind that. I've been doing my makeup a little bit different, and I don't really do makeup videos, but my brows, I got really sparse brows. As you can see, they're hardly visible. So I'm gonna use this palette I got from a lady that sells that, what is it, the unique makeup stuff. So it's always good to support people. It has like, let me show you here what I'm doing so you see. It looks bad because I always use this little thing to like dampen it, the like creamy, I mean it's not really a gel, or I'd call it brow gel, but it's like a cream, like this brown creamy stuff, and then I dip it in the darkest one, and then that kind of makes like a pomade. I do have some brow pomade stuff as well, but I don't know why I prefer this one at the moment. And then on the bottom here, like smooth it and flatten it out to try to create like that nice thin tip. And lately I've been trying to really stay in my brow hairline first and do a real thin line up and around and down. Oops, because I forgot that chunk right there. That's fine because it is going to get to about that thickness. And then that's my worst brow, so I start there. And then I just try to even it up, match it over here with this guy. And then I can play that like adjusting game, you know, where it's like, this part looks like it comes up higher. This one looks like it, you know. You do that whole Libra brow, trying to balance it out. And then of course I use this spoolie to like kind of erase, but not really, because it doesn't fully come off, but it gets me started. And try to back up and really look evenly, which is the hardest part for me, is trying to keep it even. I've been really considering getting, oh gosh, what do they call that now? Microblading, right? Yeah, microblading. Because really that's the main reason why I like to do my makeup, is just because my brows, if I had nice natural brows, I honestly would not be too concerned about it. But my brows are just jacked, so it really changes my face when I add some brows. See, this one always looks so good. That's somewhat balanced, I think. I'm gonna, it looks like it needs to round up a little bit more over here, possibly. Also, if the thinner I keep them, I mean my brows, that isn't like, I naturally have thinner brows anyway. So I try to keep it thinner so that it doesn't look like, I don't know, so I want it to look like it matches my face, you know what I'm saying? And I just don't have the face for thicker brows. My brows also grow very low here and they come up really high. I actually try to minimize my arch. See, this arch is coming up higher than the other side. So I'm gonna try to like smooth that down there and come under here and bring that up a little bit more to try to match it. Matchy matchy. We want them to at least look related. See, now when I look in the mirror, I'm like, that is not right. Because for whatever reason, I just cannot see my brows evenly. It almost seems easier to see it in the camera. I don't know, maybe it's because I didn't do this thickness part yet, so let's add that in there. So you see, I don't dip into the product a whole lot because I'm trying to keep it minimal and really limit my error, because like I said, I make a lot of error with my brows. They're very difficult for me, and I very, very, very seriously need to invest in microblading, because your girl's just not able to do. So I'm going back into that little cream, just real lightly kind of tapped a little bit extra product because this brow is much more scarce. And we already at least have some brows going on. Are they that crooked? I always got that quizzical thing going on. And this is following the way they grow. So, I mean, I just naturally got that look, huh? Oh, what? So I'm gonna try to bring this one up a little bit more. Bring it to that level. And then that don't look right at all. You see, trial and error. But, you know, soften it with the spoolie. I'm gonna kind of pull the product through and then, maybe I can just round this one out a little bit so it doesn't seem so sharp and angled. I mean, it's fine. It's good enough for me. I can never get them perfect, so I give up on trying that. As I said, I really, really, really want to get them microbladed. The only reason I'm even doing this right now is it is Friday, woo! But no, I don't always do my makeup on Fridays, actually. Saturday is more of my day because that's my day I spend with my husband, and if I get prettied up, it's typically on a Saturday because I don't like to get too gussied up and go out into public because I feel like it attracts unwanted male attention. And I don't mean that like girls do, ladies, you know, you do whatever you want. It's just where I live specifically has a lot of single males because of military, and I just try to avoid the, you know, awkwardness. It's just I don't really want attention, so I try to avoid attention. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. When I was younger and I was single, I'd do whatever I want, and I don't know, as I got older and just kind of like, I just want to be comfortable and avoid any social awkwardness, and I don't know why I'm still fudging with these. I think it's good enough. That looks pretty balanced. Hey, they look related, y'all. Okay, so we done with that. Boom, first step, right? I got some brows. I keep forgetting which concealer I like the best. I think it's the 13. I'm gonna just swatch them real quick on my hands because I forget which one's a little lighter for my under eye, and then there's one that's a little darker that I like to use for the rest of my face because I don't actually do, they're so close to the same color, which is why I got them both, as I wasn't sure which one would work better. See, I still can't. Let me kind of blend it a little here this way and then use another finger this way. One of them, I believe, just has a slightly more yellowy thing. So now I can't even remember which one was which. Girl, I'm a joke. Okay, we're just gonna go with this one. This is the 7. We're just gonna go in with the 7. We'll just do the same one all over the face because when I mix them, it tends to be bad. So what I do is make like an arrow on my forehead. Boom. Bring it over top of my brow, but not like right on top of it, you know, 'cause I'm not trying to get all that brown eyebrow product on my thing here. But there we go. I just made a big arrow on my forehead. And then I'm gonna bring it straight down my nose, 'cause I'm a free bird. Kind of looks like a bird. And then I just do a little liner in this area here and over here, because I do get like some discoloration in that area. I try not to go too much under my eyes because I do have wrinkles. I'm about to be 34 here real soon. So I probably should prime my face, but I'm not that concerned. I'm probably going to end up washing my face. I'm just covering my chin because I really dislike my chin, so it's like I cake it on my chin. We want the chin super covered, all right, basically. And then I do lines like this on my mouth. And kind of blend into the chin. It's like a little chin harness strap. Just trying to like take away all my weirdness that I got going on in there. Caking on a bunch of concealer, and hopefully it will hide all of everything I just can't stand. And then also off of my nose here, I like to put some up in her, up over her. And obviously if I use a primer with this, I get really good results. But I'm trying to be a little bit quick. So I'm just gonna go in with this Jeffree Star Morphe brush. Which one is this? I can't remember. Where's the thing at? JS1? I don't know, you guys know, it's that flat top foundation brush. And I do the big areas with this, just real lightly, kind of using the bristles to kind of work it into my skin. And I found that I really like using his concealer as like all over foundation basically. So I guess when I put it on, it's sort of like what a lot of people do highlighting. It's just, I'm not really doing it for a highlight. I'm just doing it to cover up discoloration or problem areas that I want to just buff away and blend out into my actual skin. Because I have a really hard time finding a foundation that I can lay down all over my face and feel like it looks okay. And I don't want to drag the product with the brush. I kind of like really bounce it, if that makes sense. Almost similar to the way that I use a beauty blender, and this is something new that I've recently started doing. So I said this is like the only way. I think I've said like too many times, but this is kind of my recent discovery of how I can get my a quick face on, because I don't typically wear makeup, only because I like my free time for myself to watch YouTube videos and play games sometimes. So, and I also always have a lot I gotta do. So now you can see I have all of this mostly blended. Horrible lighting, my bad. But it blends out onto the cheek really nicely for me. And yeah, it's just a Jeffree Star concealer and Jeffree Star Morphe brush. It's just the JS1, I believe is what I said. So now I'm gonna go back in with this thing. Is who the heck made this? Real Techniques, right? RT210. And it's just a little guy. So whatever little brush works for you. Some small concealer brushes don't get into like this area for me very well. So just find a brush that can kind of bounce and gently spread out product without dragging it. And I found that works really nicely for me. And then if you are a little older like me and you have some fine lines and wrinkles, you may want to consider trying this. Obviously different skin types, different skin issues, you know, nothing works the same for everyone. But if somehow, you know, you seem similar to me, then go ahead and give it a shot. Okay, it looks like that looked a little bit less down there. It like wasn't, ooh, see, I drug that over the eyebrow. I'm trying not to. It's hard because I want to just, you know, follow the line of the eyebrow like that, which is okay. If I do, then I can kind of come back and gently tap it to blend it out. And I want to be careful not to put too much in between my eyes because I do have wrinkles there. Okay. Oh. Trying to be quick also because it seems like when I do it this way, I can sometimes let my concealer sit too long before I can. If I let it sit too long, I can't work it well. Okay, so now that I got most of that part done, let's see, my face looks decent other than forehead wrinkles. So every time I see those forehead wrinkles pop up, I try to work it out with the brush. But I mean, I have very deep wrinkles in my forehead, so they're gonna be there. I don't mind. Now, next thing that I would like to do is under eye. What was I using? The C7, right? Not the 13. Oh, well, it's the eye. So I just take a little bit like here and a little bit here. I always end up getting some on my lashes. I have such long lashes. But I kind of trace under them, like just like with above the brow. I try to be careful not to touch my concealer applicator too close to where I put that brow product, because I really don't want to get the dark brown brow product all up in my business. So now I'm just going to tap it on that area and move it around. Spread it out like side to side, side to side. And then, since I have some on the product, I can gently start going a little higher and following under where I did that brow to kind of clean it up a little bit. It's definitely not a real clean look, you know. This is quick. And then, you know, whatever. Use the brush however works for you. Use tools and products however they work for you, I think is what is really the main thing for me. Is the more I try things differently, seeing in the eyes, I'll blend it out. It's not perfect, it's what it is. I was not going for perfection. I was just going for easy, and I am just a regular ass person. So again, I'm just stippling, isn't that what they say? Back and forth, like windshield wipers along like the crease there, and then gently kind of working the product little by little up into the arch to just kind of work out or clean up any real bad darkness there. So it gives it a little bit better of a look without, I mean, obviously without being perfect. My tails don't match or nothing, but, and again, let's go back and fix these creases. I should set it, get that. I should set my forehead, but this, I freaking love this concealer because I feel like as it sits, as long as I keep buffing out the creases, it kind of, I don't know, it sets well on my face the way that it is. I do like his powder as well. I have some right here, and I'm probably going to use a little bit. But, oh, what was on my eye? Yeah, so whatever. It is what it is. I got a little bit of something going. I got a little bit blended out on my face. Bam. If I do want to use any kind of thing, like for lighter places, I use the Mercier and translucent. I'm coming with this little setting brush and dabby up in there. I just shake some in there. Shake it like a salt shaker. They need a new one that's like, shake it like a setting powder. But I will put that just under my eyes. I try not to get too close, and it's not packed on because I have a little bit drier skin and it is winter. So I'm just trying to kind of set the areas I know break and crack and create issue, which is mostly around my nose here and then around my mouth. And also because these areas I don't want to make them too dark with my topaz powder. But yeah, that concealer is just money, man. I have such a hard time. Like, I have a problem finding foundations that suit me well. I tap excess back down on top of there and screw it. So then if I come in with the topaz, because it's a darker powder, it's not white, I like to use this big old fluffy baby. This is a Real Techniques, I believe, as well. Rebel Edge Broad, I don't even know, RT 2003 or 203. But it picks up a lot, and it's a very big, fluffy, soft brush. So I'm just sitting here dabby dab and get that topaz all up in there. And then I start on the sides right here with the darker powder and just boop. And then gonna come, oh, the way it smells, man. It's everything. Same thing on the side of my face, just lightly like dusting it up. And then I'm gonna go over my forehead with it. Go over my eyes and my brow. And like basically powder the whole face. And then I like to come under here to kind of add a little something something and blend a little stuff out, and boom. Okay, bam. Okay, got some makeup on my face now and some brows. So the only other thing, dang, I've already been in here 20 minutes. So next would be some eyeshadow, and I got the Conspiracy Palette, of course. So all I have been using since I got it is this palette. Just that little clicky sound when I open it. It's so great. So, where you at, girl? That's a lip brush. Where's my little brush I like the most here? Let's go ahead and go in with this fluffy brush. This is Morphe Jeffree Star JS5. And I'm going to go in with Tarte. And I like to put Tarte all over my eyelid. It also works as a contour. So if I want to put it on my lid, I can also dust down my nose. And then pick up a little bit more. Put some on this lid. Nothing perfect, just the windshield wiper motion in the whole area of where I would like some color. And then take a step back here and kind of look and balance it out. And then like I said before, I can take it down my nose because it's such a nice color along with my skin that it's a very subtle contour for me. And I dig that. If I wanted a little bit more, I can dip in and then really contour it. I mean, it is Friday, so let's go ahead and try to do a nose job. And then I'm not super great at it, so I'm going to go back in with my small setting brush and just kind of blend it out a little bit so that I don't overdo it, so that it doesn't actually look contoured. But there is color there, and I know it's there. So now that I have a little bit of color on my brows, I put that Tarte in there with this JS5, right? And then I want to go in with something a little bit smaller. I do really love this, the JS6 as well, but you can see that one's dirty. I need to wash it. So we're probably going to use this dude, which is for a crease. And it does have some powder still on it, but I usually do like my pills, maybe even a little ranch. I also like Just a Theory. So today, let's go ahead. We're going to use Just a Theory. It's Friday, so I'm going to add some sparkle and shine. And I'm going to put it from the corner and along the lower lash line. Add smaller eyes. And then I can go back and forth because I have lots of wrinkles on my lids. And just kind of put it in there. And it creates a little openness. And then dabby dab. And do the same thing. I try to keep it closer to the lower line and start in the corners so I know I got nice shimmer in the corner. And then I just kind of work it in and blend it up and in with that Tarte nicely. And boom. Now I got some eyes. Only 2 colors today. Ain't no way no crazy. Well, you know what? Wait, hold on. I gotta go right back. Well, I'll just use highlighter. We're done with that for now. So then, I don't really contour my face a whole lot, and I want to save mascara for last. So highlight. This is Ice Cold Skin Frost. This thing is so big. It's gonna last me forever. I'm gonna come in with the JS4. It's not dirty. I just stained it, and oops, whatever. Ooh, wait, hold on. I got some fallout here. Go away. If you get fallout, try to get it as soon as possible. I think we all know that. Some dabby dab, and then I like to try to go right on top of my cheekbone, and then over here, right on top of my cheekbone. And no precision today. We just gonna buff it out and blend it out. Just, and then what's left over, I put on my nose because I got a big nose and I don't like to draw attention to it. I don't want to put too much highlight there. Oh shoot! I almost forgot. My inner corner. I knew I was forgetting something. I'm trying to hurry here. I got a hair appointment. I'm gonna get my hair trimmed So I just take a little on the tip, the tippy tip, and plop it right up in there with this big old brush. And I think it does the job. Boom. Have it in my inner corner. So now I'm going to throw some mascara on, and I will have my whole thing done in 25 minutes, which I am not very skilled. So normally it will take me an hour, or sometimes almost 2. If I try to do something really fun with multiple colors, I can end up spending hours, which is cool, and I love it when I have the time and I enjoy it. Oh dear, I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. But something real quick, like, oh shoot, man, I need to get going, because I have been decided, you know what, I am gonna go ahead and let someone else trim my hair. I'm so nervous about it. I usually trim my own hair and I take care of all of my own hair. I do know quite a bit about hair. I did not finish cosmetology school, but I did start. I only had 500 hours. It wasn't even cosmetology technically. I went to barber hairstyling college, but I have always had a interest and enjoyed doing hair, cutting hair, coloring hair, styling hair since I was a small child. Actually, like, I used to dream that one day I would grow up and have my own salon in my own home. It's like the only real career I think I ever dreamed of, and even still it was like part of me being a mom. Like, oh, like, I want to be, you know, if I, you know, I want to be a mom first, but I want to do hair. It would be really cool if I could just have my own shop in my own house. That way, you know, if my kids need me, I'm right there. I'm not like necessarily an overprotective mom in terms of I let my kids play, I let them climb things, I let them risk getting hurt to an extent. Obviously, if it's something very dangerous, you don't. But typical kid things, I'm not one of those mom that hovers right over them like on their scooter, like, no, don't fall, don't hurt yourself, no. But I don't trust people. I don't trust people. Trust people that I know, like my mother, my father, who raised me, and I know how they are with kids because I know how they are with me. But everybody else, I know I can't. The most precious and important things in my life are my husband and my children. And I don't trust people with them. That's my own issue. Shoot. This mascara is very pretty, but I do have long lashes, and I did get, I can't tell probably very well on this camera, but I did get some mascara there, and we're going to fix that in just a second. Let me get some on the bottom lashes, because I'm probably going to get more mascara just from my lashes touching. I used to try to curl my eyelashes every now and again. I know people curl their lashes. It's like, oh, you should curl your lashes. Okay, my lashes already hit the top of my eye. So for me personally, I can't really curl my lashes. I can, don't get me wrong, but they will just curl right back up into my skin. Like, it makes it harder. I already have kind of a hard time getting my mascara to go on without hitting the top of my, because once I close my eye, or open my eyes, like, I don't know if you can tell. It's cool though. I need my lashes to stick out so that it minimizes how much you think my nose is sticking out. Are we gonna do some lipstick today? Go ahead, so that way that I want where I touch the mascara on my eye to like dry, so I can come back with a spoolie and, you know, one of those numbers with this spoolie. This spoolie on the tool is my clean spoolie, where like this one on my brow thing I know gets brow product, so I always keep one spoolie that is basically like clean. It doesn't have any like product on it other than whatever comes off when I do like this number, because I just real carefully try to scratch off where I touched with the mascara, and now it's gone. And then let's do a lippy. I do really like doing the Jeffree What the Fuck with Oh My God. I don't want to do anything too crazy. I love all of these colors. I'm trying to think. I'm just going to be chilling, getting my hair done and all that. So let's go ahead first, and I'm going to do Oh My God. pump them and then shake them and then pump them. I don't know. OCD. And then I have very thin lips, so I usually try to kind of take some of the product off because this is such great lipstick. I just don't need very much. Smells so good. I should have did my lip scrub too, but it's okay. I feel like this real light baby pink though is a little easier for me to work with. A lot of the deeper, darker colors, it's like, you know, making the mistakes super obvious. And I have crooked lips anyway, so it's a little bit difficult for me. It's so cute. Little baby doll pink. I'm indecisive of whether I should put, I really want to put a thin layer of either I Gotta Go or Rylan. I think I'm going to go with I Gotta Go because this is already so pink. And it's nice and dry. Here, let's just give it a shake and then a pump because I'm already over 30 minutes now. Whew. Jeffree Star, man. I love Jeffree. Changed my life. We're getting there. I try to always use little at a time and then add. It's pretty much anything I do because I'm just not that great. So if I apply makeup in smaller increments, then my mistakes are smaller and they're less noticeable and easier to fix. If I go too gung-ho, then I really got to take my time and I really got to be careful. Like darker colors, I really got to be careful not to screw up. Like a red lip is so difficult. I could do a lip liner too, I know. That would give me like a border and a guideline or whatnot. But then I have to be really precise with liner too. And the little doe foots are pretty easy for me to work with. I think that was a really pretty combination. The oh my gosh, or the oh my god with I Gotta Go. And I keep them in here because, I mean, come on. How could you get any cuter? So that's it, guys. I hope you liked this. And if you're new to makeup and you have issues like me, like, oh, I'm trying to make it look okay without being overdone, I think this is cute, not overdone, very simple. if I want to go back in and add a little like blush and contour, because I didn't do that, I do like this little Tarte thing I got called a Party Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush. And go in here with this little dough, this the Rebel Edge Medium from Real Techniques. And I just load that baby up on there. This is a real nice, like, neutrally pinky color. And I'll just sweep down my cheeks and blend it up into the highlight, which will also kind of, like, minimize my highlight so that I don't look too, like, woo! Girl, you know you're in your 30s, not your 20s, right? So try to keep it cool. Try to keep it chill. Also, though, I don't want to be sitting up in Ulta getting my hair done looking like, girl, could you have at least put some blush on? And then if I feel it don't look quite right, I'll come back in with my topaz brush that I use for my topaz powder and just buff it out a little bit, and we done. Love you guys.